Get on a flat foot, you may slip.
We can see the rain activity starting to pick up once again. Decent start for Lemonius in 6. Henderson lagging behind in 5. And Campbell all over the place. It's Lemonius, and then down in lane number 3, that is Jamal Britt of Iowa. Those appear to be the first 2 automatic qualifiers across the line. So Lemonius gets through for the Razorbacks. They had a tough time in regionals, didn't get nearly as many of their men through to these championships as they were expecting.
Well, there you see Lemonius. You can just see the top of his head. He's got the braids. He comes out. He's in the middle of your track in the scarlet. Very efficient over the top of that hurdle. You see closest to us in the blue uniform, that's Corey Poole from North Carolina A&T. He made a nice run to the outside, but Lemonius, he just like Chris Bucknam said, he's just running better and better every time out. Was just had some light injuries, and so they were keeping him on light duty, just getting him healthy for the end of the season. And Jamal Britt on the inside there from Iowa, he was the Big Ten
assignments.
I got a chance to see Trey Cunningham from Florida State, who was injured and didn't get to run at the East Regional Championships, but I spoke to him just moments before the meet started, and I said, who's your pick to win the 110s this weekend? And he said, Robert Dunning.
And as dangerous as these conditions can be because of the rain, also post-rain, you got some very nice thin air to run through. We saw that happen 3 years ago at these championships with Michael Norman and Ry Benjamin obliterating collegiate records in the 400 and the 400 hurdles right after the rain. McConaughey in 5, Dunning in 6. Dunning with a good start. McConaughey matches him, but in lane 7 it was Gianno Roberts who really got out well for Clemson. Now here comes McConaughey. Dunning's got some work to do to get in the top 2. It's McConaughey. I don't know if he beat Gianno Roberts to the line. Roberts, the junior from Clemson, running well, had the best start on the field. McConaughey's definitely the winner at 13:51, and they're trying to. It is Roberts of Clemson who gets that second automatic qualifying position. Dunning running just 100th of a second slower, and at 13:60, likely to get through on time, but there is still one semifinal remaining.
McConaughey on the right, Robert Dunning on the left in the crimson. He gets a horrible start there. As you see Gianno Roberts from Clemson blazing away, but just look at what Dunning has to do to get back. He just holds it together, inches his way up there. Outstanding run for McConaughey, but that was good measuring by Robert Dunning, and he could have really freaked out and lost himself a chance to run in the finals here, but it's all about just staying in your lane, blocking out everything around you. The carnage was on the outside parts of the track there, and just takes so much thought process. And
final preparations being made for the 3rd and final semifinal heat. Not a lot of people here on the first day. This heat featuring the sophomore from Kentucky, Ty Brown.
Well, Ty Brown has been able to produce, Dwight, a couple of 13-4s back-to-back. He's looked great as he started the SEC Outdoor Championship, and then in the finals goes to the East Region, qualifies through easily, but he's somebody whose stock is trending up. And that's Damian Thomas from LSU. We saw him run a spectacular race early in this season at the Texas Relays, but he's been trending a little bit in the wrong direction. I asked Dennis Shaver, and he said Damian was struggling a little bit with a thigh injury, but he thinks he's 100% now.
Number 5 on this year's world list. He was the surprise runner-up to Robert Dunning at the SEC meet almost a month ago. But he is a cool and collected and calm customer, and also a big part of this LSU men's team with looking to run away with the team title. His teammate Eric Edwards is also in this heat. So Thomas out of lane 4, Brown out of lane 5, and then Edwards out there in lane 8.
Well, Eric Edwards Jr. started his collegiate eligibility here at the University of Oregon, and he said he was very excited to come back and put up some records wearing a different uniform. But he knows everybody here, has a lot of friends here still. But he's been running well, as just like Damian Thomas has this season. Eric Edwards has gone 13:46 this season, ran a 13:27 windy at the SEC Championships.
All right, once again, you want to be one of the top two, first two across the line to automatic qualify for Friday's final. You got to beat 13:75 if you're going to go through on time. Damian Thomas with a good start in lane 4. Sam Brixey in lane 2 down. There goes some carnage. Ackendale of Houston is out of it. Damian Thomas has got the heat to himself, but out on the outside, Jamar Marshall of Arizona State coming up hard at the end. Might have gotten that second qualifying position. Thomas winning the heat in the fastest time of the day, 13:47. It is Marshall getting that second automatic position out in lane 8. Now let's see what happens. Ty Brown at 13:68. That beats the bubble time, so he will advance along with Dunning and Ojora of USC from semifinal 2.
Well, that's Dayo Akindele from Houston that went down on the third hurdle. But look at Damian Thomas. This is just so efficient. He's just so clean. Doesn't hit any hurdles. There you see now he's in the middle of your screen there. But he just looks so patient. And that's what you have to do in the hurdles. Let the next hurdle come to you. It's almost like you're running high knees, letting that hurdle come to you. He just brushes a couple of those hurdles. But whatever injury he had, he looks like he's 100% now.
And this is tough conditions for anybody who does have a muscle energy. It is not warm out here. It is wet, as we see Akindele getting up from that fall. You know, this event is hard enough and dangerous enough as it is. Adding water to it just makes it tougher. Thomas winning it with the fastest time of the day. Marshall out in lane number 9 getting through on an automatic qualifier. Ty Brown runs fast enough to advance. There are your advancers. So Dunning dodging a bullet from Alabama, but he will have a lousy lane draw. But there are your finalists for Friday. It should be a hot one in the men's 110s. So when we return, it'll be the speedsters, the sprinters, the 100-meter sprinters when we return to Hayward Field.
Rated everyone.